Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi. Welcome to episode 10 of LegacyKnitz. We are here today with our very special guest, Karen Posniak. You might know her. She owns Do EWE Knit down here. We're in New Jersey, which, what's the town?
Westfield.
Westfield. We're down in Westfield visiting and doing a little interview. So welcome to our very special 10th episode. I wanted to do one administrative thing. That was to thank all of you guys, all 1,000 of you subscribers for pushing subscribe.
Yeah,
we love you all.
1,000. Wow.
Over 1,000. That's crazy. So we are,
There are people all around us.
we have an audience today.
We have an audience.
So maybe they'll make it to the
Maybe they'll
video.
pop in.
So we're going to be doing a giveaway for the 1,000 subscriber thing, but we're going to do more details about that next week because this week is all about
Do
you knit, and we all do.
Yeah.
So that's all we need to do for administrative stuff. So now we're going to interview Karen. Are you sweating?
Yes,
Are you
I'm
nervous?
sweating. I'm
Don't be
nervous.
Are you nervous? Don't be nervous.
It's okay.
Don't be nervous.
It's good.
We haven't introduced ourselves.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm so sorry. For anybody just tuning in on this very special 10th episode, my name is Chelsea. This is
Karen,
Sue.
daughter.
store owner.
Mother.
See how we did that?
High five, Karen. Chelsea hates when I do that.
I like it, but I'm just never prepared. So I always feel like I'm a little late to the party with the high five. Okay. So anyways, do you want to do the first question, Mother?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Spotlight on.
We did on the way down. It's funny. We had talked about, we're going to send Karen questions and we're going to sit down. We never did. We didn't have time. So on the way down, we're like, we should probably talk a little about this.
Mhm.
We didn't share anything with poor Karen.
Uh-oh.
She's just fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, we came up with like 4 questions that we thought, honestly, that we wanted to know the answers to.
So we're assuming that all
Hopefully
of
you
you
will,
are
too.
also going to watch.
So my question for you is, and we have talked with you a couple hours before this, so which was very fun to get to know you a little, but this is such a big question, I think, is when I think about it for myself, is what is it about knitting that you absolutely love? What makes you need to, I'm assuming you need to knit, not you want to knit.
Because that's, maybe it's a combo of both.
That's kind of, like knitting.
It's a tricky question.
I need to knit.
I need yarn.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fixated on color. And
Obviously.
then,
Look at this.
and I'm fixated on color. I find that I have to knit everything new, like a new pattern, everything that's new on Ravelry. But it's the color that draws me, that draws myself in as a shop owner, and color makes me happy. It just changes everything about what you're knitting. You know, you can knit something in gray, you can knit something in black, but once you put a pop of pink or you put a color, pink pop, it just changes what you're making. Yeah. And it should make you happy.
Agreed. So it's the medium. It's having all of the material and
it's putting it all together.
Yeah.
And making it beautiful.
Yeah. I love, so I follow, and if you guys don't follow Karen on Instagram, you absolutely should. It's at Do EWE Knit, and I'll put it on the screen. But you do these great, like, almost kits where you, like, I remember when we were talking, you're like, I'll just go and I'll just pull this color, and just throw it all of it out on the table, and it just, for you, it almost seems like it's like painting. Like,
it's an art for me. It's painting. I see color. I see a painting. I don't know what it is. Like I told you ladies earlier, you know, when we had spoken that my dad was an artist, and like as a hobby. And when I was younger, he used to take my sister and I to museums, and I just remember looking at paintings and remembering, you know, colors. And then for my 50th birthday, my husband, we went to Paris for 2 weeks, and we at the Museum d'Orsay, and I don't know what came back. 45 years later, I started naming the paintings, the Monets, in the museum. Yeah. And to me, it's just all about the color. They're beautiful. Like I see a painting in the yarn. Yeah. And when you could make any shawl, but once you put your color or your signature in it, it changes it. Nobody's shawl, nobody's sweater, nobody's hat will ever look the same. Yeah. It's just what you want out of it. Yeah. You know, and for me, it's color.
I love that.
It's just color.
Speaking of which, should we
fear of color?
No fear of color.
It's wonderful.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yes.
Yeah. Should we talk about what we're wearing? Speaking of color, because
I
I
was
saw you
thinking
reference this, and I was
that.
like, I feel like we need to tell everybody what we're wearing.
Okay.
So,
I'm wearing the Doodler, Stephen West.
we all know it. We all love it.
The knit along from November.
Yeah. And look at those colors.
These are my colors,
Yeah.
and this is done all in Hedgehog skinny singles, as you might see behind.
You are the hedgehog queen.
I am the hedgehog
You are the
queen.
hedgehog
We should have
queen.
made you a crown.
Yeah,
to
I am the
wear.
yarn pimp extraordinaire.
Yes.
My hashtag, yarn pimp
Hashtag.
extraordinaire.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I probably have noticed. I'm
Yeah.
so bad with hashtags.
And yeah, that's my hashtag, and hedgehog
Hedgehog. She's the queen.
is my queen.
She is the queen.
I love Beta. I love all the girls at Hedgehog, and
you're going.
Yeah, and I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to Cork in June, and I'll be seeing Hedgehog on the 29th of June. I'll be there for 2 nights or 3 nights, and then we're flying over to Scotland.
So cool.
And I have a new vendor also coming in, Life in the Tall Grass, and I have her yarn on order to be here in March, and I also have an appointment to see her. She's also in Cork.
Yep.
So her studio's in her house.
Yeah.
So she invited me to her home. So,
So
I'm very
cool.
excited.
So
So
cool.
cool
Yep.
to just see everybody's yarns.
So you're
Yeah.
actually going to the hedgehog studio
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
watch. Like,
Mhm.
will you be
Yes.
able to watch?
She also told me she's going to show me how it works.
It's like how they die.
How
Okay,
they
we're going.
die.
We're
It's
going.
like
And-
DYE.
Also, 3 years ago, before I had my first store was in Hoboken, and then we moved to Westfield. But before when I closed that shop, Dragonfly Fibers I carry, they're in Maryland. They invited myself and 2 of my friends, and we were there for the weekend in Kensington, and we dyed yarn. I learned.
Dream. Have you
a dra-
died since? Have you died?
No.
No.
No, but Dragonfly
We might have to do that.
introduced us how to dye yarn.
Who better to learn from?
And it was like, it's just, they have a formula, they have books, and they have books, and they have formulas, and they're loose leaves, and I was like in awe. And it's just
Wow.
like,
I love
it's
it.
so much fun.
And
It's
to
so
think
much
they
fun.
shared that with you. That's not common.
Yeah.
They had an open studio for the weekend,
Wow.
and
That's
people,
great.
signed up for it.
Yeah.
And I think also Neighborhood Fiber Company does that too now. She has a store now, and I think she does weekends where you can go and dye.
That is
So
so
I think
cool.
it's awesome if you get a chance to do that. I did have Coastal Colors here 3 years ago.
Okay.
She's no longer doing that, but we had it on a Sunday. People were dyeing their own yarn here.
Oh my god.
So it was a Sunday.
That is so
Heaven.
cool.
Coastal Colors yarn.
Heaven.
Rhonda. So yeah.
Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
We'll be here next time. that
Awesome.
It's all
happens.
about fun.
So color.
It's color.
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 I love it. Okay.
Mhm.
Love it.
My question. Oh yeah. What led you to open Do You Knit? And it's a two-parter. And
Two-parter.
how did you come up with the name? Because the name is so clever.
Yes.
And the logo.
And the
My
logo too.
logo.
Let's just group it all together.
I
We'll
love
just
the
go all
logo.
together.
Yeah, why
my
not?
logo.
Why
We can
not?
just
Yeah.
like,
Yes, I love
see
the
it.
logo.
And my logo is being trademarked as we speak. So just wanted to
By
say
the
So
way,
exciting.
we travel, but we also have emergency snacks.
We weren't going to let you guys
We
down.
were not going to let you down. Just because we're traveling, we still bring the snack.
There can always be emergencies.
I really don't eat donuts.
Right. So
But it's an emergency. We might have to.
I always wanted. I had worked in another knitting store,
Mhm.
just like on the weekends in the area here, and we were in the process of moving 4 years ago, and we moved to Hoboken temporarily. We didn't know where or what we wanted to do, so we sold the big house here, and we moved to Hoboken. Not more than 3 months later, I said to my husband, "Can I open a store? I don't have anything to do."
What a good husband you have.
And he's like, "Okay, here's money. Open your store.
Yeah.
Open your store, and we'll work it out and see how it's gonna go on."
Yeah, yeah.
And we did that. We opened August 2nd, 2012. And a year later, I didn't like Hoboken. Nothing against Hoboken, but it just wasn't for me.
Mhm.
My really dear friend Rosa found me this fabulous shop.
Rosa.
Rosa's over
Rose is.
there.
I wish we had just a little camera so we could go. whoop.
Yeah, Rosa's over there.
We'll get
Rosa
everybody
might
behind us.
need
That's
to
fine.
pick up some yarn in a
Uh-huh.
few minutes.
Yeah, and found me this great shop. And my lease was coming up in Hoboken, and I knew I was coming back to the suburbs because I love the suburbs. All my friends are here. This is where my children grew up, and I needed to be back here. And we found this great shop. I have 1,100 square feet. Maybe
we'll
Chelsea will be able to get
pictures.
pictures.
Yeah.
I'm going to post pictures of the
And
outside.
I'm in a Victorian house.
It's beautiful.
And the house is from the 1800s. So I have the front end is the retail space. My landlord's behind us, and a tenant is upstairs. And that's it. So
you wanted to open
I wanted to open a store, but I was always on the cutting edge of knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever new pattern came out on Ravelry, like as a knitter, I needed, I got to make that.
Mm-hmm.
I got to make that. Oh my God, I got to buy the pattern. I got to make that. I got to make that.
Yeah.
And then it just flourished into, I could do this. Owning a business. I used to be in retail.
Yeah.
I worked in retail.
So you had a lot of experience then, and it kind of fueled that.
Customer service. Very
That's
customer
awesome.
service.
That is awesome.
So,
and you do a great job, I think, of getting your brand out there.
And I market myself. I do my own
yeah.
Facebook, my own Instagram. Yep. Every week I write a newsletter. I'm all over social media, and I watch it very carefully to make sure, it's right and there's nothing bad out there. And I market myself.
Yeah, you do a great job of it. Even, if you want to talk on these, she has some exclusive colorways that are dyed for her by certain indie dyers.
So
she made her own. It's
right,
great.
like these are. Yeah, you can talk. Blissful Knits. She's from Oregon, and she made one of a kinds for me. And we have about 60 skeins of her yarn. They're one of a kinds, and it has cashmere and merino.
Look at that.
And they're all hand dyed.
Hand dyed.
All hand dyed.
And they're exclusive for Do You Knit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at this beautiful floating yarn, everybody. Like, how can you beat floating yarn?
And this is spun right around. She's from upstate New York. And she made me my own colorway because in my logo we have hot pink and turquoise, and we tried to pop that in there in a lot of my color, in a lot of my exclusives sometimes.
I'm just going to say this out loud. We need a colorway.
I know.
What would it be called?
I don't know. You'd have to really think about it.
Think about it. I love it.
So, okay, awesome. I love it.
Let's show Molly Girl too.
Oh, and then we're
Molly
having
Girl.
a trunk show here.
Oh, yeah.
Molly Girl Yarns is from North Jersey, and she made this exclusive colorway for me, and she's going to be here March 12th. Full trunk show on Saturday, March 12th with all her yarns and trunk show here. But that's my own colorway for the store.
Gorgeous.
Show them this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to put, just as an introduction, I'm going to put all this information in the down bar so you guys have easy access to all of these events and websites.
Look at what Karen has.
The mini queen has found her home.
These are coming home with me. Luckily, there's like more than one of each color.
There's
like
a lot.
I only need one.
And that's spun right around, and she's from upstate New York.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've got to pull them out.
So many minis.
Mini.
Look at this. It's just
it's candy.
It is.
It's in a candy jar.
That is the perfect analogy. I love when you say that.
It's
You said that.
candy.
Yeah.
This is a
yarn
candy
It's
store.
a candy store.
It
Yeah.
looks like a candy store. It feels like a candy store. It
Yeah.
is a
Yarn
candy
candy.
store.
It is a candy store.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
My blanket.
Look at as long as we're holding things.
Yeah, let's hold everything.
As long as we're holding them all. Look. This store makes me want to make a hat that has like 5 pom-poms on top. Can you imagine having 5 pom-poms
Karen,
on
go
top
for it.
of? Look. Can you even stand how? Look it! You guys!
Honestly,
I
it
would
makes
have
me want to wear a hat, and I
have
don't wear
4
hats.
pom-poms on my head.
This is going to have
You need
something
one
to do
on
with
your
the title.
You need one on your slouch hat there.
The more pom-poms, the better. I think. Look at that! I could be a
And you can
Dr.
put your
Seuss
pom-poms
character.
on your scarf. There is a pattern. One of my
Really?
customers, there is a scarf pattern on Ravelry. I think we found one.
Yeah.
And on the end of it'll come to a point like a triangle. You could put the fur pom-poms on the end of your scarf.
Oh
So,
my gosh!
yeah.
And you said you got these from Russia. right?
Russia.
Look at this.
These are from Russia.
Look at that.
We have someone whispering to us. And we don't know
Wait, what are you
she's
saying? You can talk.
You can put the pom-pom on your pocketbook.
Yes, you can put them on your purse.
That is a great
too.
idea. Let's be
couldn't
honest.
decipher that
You
on
can
our
use
own.
pom-poms
It's like
for
anywhere.
just about anything. So,
Unbelievable.
Love it.
Unbelievable. I
Love
don't
it.
even wear hats. It makes me say I can wear a hat. I can't.
Put
No
it
matter
on a
what.
scarf.
yeah,
Yeah,
scarf.
I wear scarves.
You can put it on a scarf. Right?
They're just so soft. I wish you guys could feel these. All right. Well, that was okay. So now we know how Do You Knit came to be. Trademark pending.
Trademark pending.
Your logo is fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
we love
fantastic.
that. Did you just doodle?
No. So, who would know me better than a knitter? Okay.
No one,
Well, you try and say, okay, who would know, a knitter better than a knitter?
Mm-hmm.
My husband was trying to hook me up with, before we opened, with people in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And these men had no clue. They had no idea of what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But how we came up with the name, I was trying to figure out like a really cool, fun name for the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend Lucy, she's not here today.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Lucy?
Where is Lucy today?
I don't know.
Lucy!
Anyway, when I first met Lucy, Lucy has 6 children.
Whoa!
But when I first met Lucy, she's got 5 girls and 1 little boy. So when I first met Lou, I used to work in Banana Republic here in town. I was the clientele specialist. I was the retail person, and I would like help you pick out your clothes and all of that. I just have it in me. I don't know. It's there. Mm-hmm. So there she's walking this cute little baby in his little carriage. He had the crossbone skull, little baby sweater. He's 6 months old. And I probably had learned to knit maybe a couple of years before that. And I go, do you knit? Like that.
And did she?
And she goes, yes, I made him that.
Oh my God.
And then it came to me when we were thinking about the name for the store.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Do you knit? Like, it's a question.
Yeah.
Do you knit? I ask everybody that.
Yeah.
It became my thing. I ask people, do you knit? Do you knit? Do you knit? But then I needed to put the fun in it with the EWE, the sheep.
Absolutely.
So
in
smart.
it. And my friend Allison, who is a graphic designer and designs websites and stuff, she's also a knitter. So I went to her and asked her. She was just starting her own private. She works for a company, but then was doing something on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Green Banana Designs is their name.
Okay.
And her and Michelle just made the logo. And the logo is, I'm just going to hold this up.
Definitely.
It is a sheep with a question mark, and the ball of yarn is his tail, and it's unraveling.
It is so.
It's perfect.
It's so clever.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's, and it's on a lot of my things. Like I have stitch markers, I have bags, and now I'm in the middle of trademarking.
Yeah.
We tried to trademark 4 years ago when I first opened, but you have to wait a while. And last week I filed an application. So I am trademarking.
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
That's
so now I can put it on
next big
other
step.
things. Oh yeah, my stitch markers. You can hold those. You can take it out of the plastic if you want, but
A Do You Knit stitch marker.
I don't know, you can take it out of the plastic. There.
There we go. Isn't that so cool?
Beyond.
Yeah.
I will tell you, Karen, the first thing I said to Chelsea was, because I embarrassingly weren't aware of you until I met you, because Chelsea's much better at social media than I am. The first thing I said to her is, her logo is fantastic. So the first thing I said to her was like, it's just simple but brilliant. I love it.
Thank you.
So
that's how we were invented.
So cool. So cool.
It's so cute.
All right, Mom. I think you're up next.
Okay. This is more of an industry question, because I feel like you're kind of in the heart of the industry, because you are so aware and you are so
relevant.
Relevant, which is not always the case. No. We all know. And you have a presence in the industry, whether you know it or not.
I do now.
You do. We'll talk about that later.
I'm like unflipped here. I'm unflipping me. I'm okay there. You have to see the colors of this gorgeous hedgehog skinny singles.
There we go.
Love it.
So having said all that, where do you see this industry going? It's been so strong for so long. You may not know. It's just, I'm always so curious about, where do you see it? Where do you see the trends? I
see. Okay. What I feel, and a lot of shops have closed, over the years, and you need to have in your store what you need to know your customer. You need to know what they want, and you also need to know what's out there. What are people knitting? What yarns are popular? Nobody, and I could be very honest with you now, I really don't have any reps. I rep myself. You need to know what's on. You need to be on the top of your game. So for me, and I see it, hand-dyed yarn. Everybody wants hand-dyed yarn.
Yep.
They don't want the manufactured yarn anymore. You know, they don't want your black or the gray. They can get that anywhere. But now the trend is hand-dyed yarn. It's just what it is. It has been, when I started 4 years ago, I started bringing a little bit in a little bit at a time. I had the manufactured. I had the Takis. I had the Baroccos. I had all those companies. But for me, it just wasn't doing it for me. So 4 years ago, a matter of fact, it was around the Vogue time, December of 2013, because I opened in August of 2012. When I went to Vogue Live in January, I had approached a couple of hand dyers at Vogue. So Dragonfly was there and Neighborhood Fiber Company was there. And all I did was say, do you wholesale? Will you wholesale? And they said, of course. And then I started to bring in theirs. But I also brought in at that time Hedgehog. People really didn't know about Hedgehog. It was on Ravelry, but a little bit. I kept seeing all the new yarn. You know, when you go in under Ravelry, there's yarnies or yarn section. And I kept saying, what is this Hedgehog? What is this Hedgehog? And it was like very, her colors at one point were very dark, but, you know, and I kept saying, this is so interesting. I had NBK. I had her yarn, Lisa Mooch. Like, I kept bringing in all hand dyers a little at a time to the shop. Also that spring I brought in Anna Zula. Sabrina from Anna Zula, they are the best. She has the most beautiful yarn, and we do have some in the shop. We'll have to pull some over. All her yarn has mostly cashmere in it. At that time, only Pearl Soho was selling it in Manhattan. And I asked, and all you have to do is ask. Yeah. And I found that's what people wanted. They the more I was bringing in, the more they wanted.
So you got a very positive response.
Positive response.
Yeah.
Our assistant has
this is
that
Anna Zula. This is Cricket. This is 250 yards. It's got merino and cashmere in it. When you touch this, DK, you will never want to knit with anything else.
This could be my penguano.
Penguano.
Yep. Look at these
we
colors.
Need to show you
and I like hot citrus colors.
Really?
They do all colors, but these are what I love. And why I love Anna Zula, she every year goes to every shop across the country. So you guys need to follow Anna Zula Luxury Fibers.
I'll put it
and
on
she
screen.
Also her Facebook page and Instagram. She goes to every store that buys her yarn all year, and she comes here in vintage trunks. All the yarn is put on the table in vintage luggage, and it's pouring out. But she comes here every August. So
we're going to have to be making this trip a lot more.
We have people come down. It's always on a Sunday in August, whether it's the end or, you know, a Sunday. She comes all day. She's here for 4 hours, and it is just the best. Every shawl, they're hanging from luggage. They're hanging from the store. And we just have a ball with her. But she is a fabulous hand dyer. They're in California.
Oh.
And she comes to every store that supports her.
Wow.
Which I think is fabulous.
That is amazing.
Amazing.
And it's so soft.
It's so amazing.
It's so soft.
So soft. It's gorgeous. And this is the DK. We also have Cricket, which is her fingering.
Okay.
Not Cricket, Squishy, sorry. Up there.
Okay.
Yeah, this
we have
is
Squishy
Cricket.
up there.
It's gorgeous.
And up to the
Our
top
assistant
right.
is getting us some of
No, the Cricket's over there.
She's the best.
That.
She
No,
is.
one more. That's
right.
Cricket.
To the right.
I mean,
To the
not
right.
Cricket. Squishy.
Okay.
To the right. To the right. To the right. To the right.
There you go.
That.
I gave her them.
No, that's Squishy is to the right. That.
This is Cricket.
Yeah.
That's
so
Cricket.
Cricket.
Cricket is
To the
DK.
right.
Right
We're having a little
there.
personal
That's Squishy.
conversation. It happens every
Sorry.
We're
Yeah.
making
It's okay.
it work.
This is what we do.
This is
I'm a little thirsty, and I know the ladies here like to drink.
Let's talk
I
about,
drink
we're gonna talk
seltzer.
about our drinks.
Chelsea
Seltzer.
likes seltzer.
I
I
like
drink seltzer.
I have got to up my game.
We thought you were going to
really-
do something different.
I did. I really, really, really want a Diet Coke, but I try not to drink it.
I can drink
Yeah.
from
Seltzers. I've actually never seen that kind
roast.
of seltzer. Vintage.
Is it a New
vintage.
Jersey
This
thing?
is lemon.
Speaking of
I like
branding,
flavor.
I do too.
I like
Lemon
flavor.
lime, raspberry
Cheers.
lime. Cheers,
Cheers.
ladies.
So, you know what I can't help but be totally impressed by, Karen, is because, you know, we hear so many negative connotations with social media, you know, or I do amongst, I'm a little older, not a lot older.
No, I'm older than you.
You're older than me.
I'm
Never
older
mind.
than her. I do
Never
all my own
mind.
social media.
I am the middle.
I'm 58 years. I'm going to be
Right.
58. I do all my own
I'm
social
not,
media.
what am I,
So
Chelsea?
57. You're a year younger than
Yeah,
me.
50.
But I haven't
Was I
turned
supposed to say no?
57. I
No.
haven't turned 57. I'm going to be 57
September?
this year.
So if she was born in 59,
I'm going to be 58 in March.
I'm only 56. I'm practically the baby here. Okay, I'm practically.
I'm
the
not
baby.
here. I don't think so.
Okay. Anyways, I do hear, and I guess it is from much older people. You know, so much negative stuff about social media.
As far as using it or what the content on
the
there?
content, everything about it. I just think people get in that mindset where social media in business is fantastic.
Yes,
It
it's
is a way
free.
to the future.
It's
Yeah.
free.
It's free advertising.
Free advertising. I've been doing it for 4 years.
You've
Last
been doing
week,
it
I hit
diligently.
40,000 likes on Facebook.
Oh,
I have
darn it.
6,500 Instagram followers.
Yeah.
And more to come. So I think this week I have 40,000, 450.
Yeah.
We've got to up our game.
Facebook followers.
It's
And it's all
amazing.
free.
It's
It's
free.
all free. It's
Well,
free.
and you've taken it and you've used it to the max. And
Yeah.
it's so incredible.
Yeah.
It's so incredible.
You've mastered
It's
it.
impressive.
Especially being a one-woman
Show.
Yeah, like that is an
Well,
undertaking.
And honestly, on our ride down, Chelsea and I, we don't get hours at a time to sit and chat.
Right.
And it was so nice. And we were chatting about social media and Ravelry and how great it is, but how much work it is.
It is.
Yes, you have to
There's
keep up with it.
It is so much work. Like you go on Ravelry and you go, our messages are nowhere near yours. Like we have 10 messages. What are we going to do? We got to answer these. Or on Instagram, when we do get a lot of response. And there's a sense of responsibility of you want to answer those people. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
It's a time consuming and it's a lot
and
of
you
work.
also have some crazy people
Absolutely.
No, never.
No. I mean, what?
We've got none.
that can write nasty things.
Okay,
and,
now
you know.
the assistant chimes
I
in.
feel like-
come behind us.
Yeah, come on in.
She can't be just an empty face.
This is Aileen. Where's Karen?
We are surrounded. We
Juan.
will have
This is
everyone
Aileen.
come
Yeah,
She
I was
works
going to
for
say,
me.
we're just going
We
to...
are surrounded.
Business can continue.
We should all be
really.
shopping behind us. Let's just say that. Holy
Oh,
cow!
I can't
just
wait.
want to jump
Once we
up.
wrap this, like,
I want to jump.
I'm
up.
Shopping.
going buck
Yeah,
wild.
all
Yeah.
that's mine.
Yeah.
But you know what? I have to say, we have podcasters we watch, and you all watch them, that have these walls behind them that are in their house.
In their house. I'm
Like, and they
oh
go,
my
I think I'll use that color next.
I would die if this was in my house.
My house looks nothing like that.
Well, if you noticed, when Stephen West was at Hedgehog Fibers,
Yeah.
teaching in December, if you could follow it on, I think their blog or something,
Okay.
Hedgehog. She's got the same cabinet, and Stephen West is hanging on it.
Oh, yeah,
And I went, oh my God, that looks just like my cabinet. Maybe I need to hang from it too.
Oh, I
You-
wish Steven
so,
was hanging
I can
from
get up
that.
and show you. Like,
Just to
what
let
it
you
looks
know,
like.
as you speak, your Instagram's blowing up
Here.
over here.
So, like, if you can
Instagram's
see,
blowing
we can
up.
just Hedgehog. I'll just move out of the way.
Yeah, move out of the way.
This is the Hedgehog, and I can go like.
Yeah, that's a
Susanna. Oh,
Hang
that's
on.
perfect.
Hang on.
Steven, can you see us?
Stephen, can you see me, Stephen West?
He just liked your Instagram post.
He liked our
see?
Instagram.
Steven, come play.
Stephen West, come play. Stephen B, where are you, Stephen B? You're in California.
Steven!
Right,
Stevens,
California,
where
you
are
could be
you?
here by the afternoon.
Come on.
Really?
I would be so afraid that if I opened that, it would just go,
Oh no, it's nailed to the
Anyway.
wall.
oh, thank God.
They're
Karen,
nailed to the wall.
You were ready
all
for the
cabinets.
I like that.
All cabinets are nailed to the wall for child safety reasons, or from
Very
Or the
smart.
podcasters.
Yeah,
Or-
or for grown adults who just want to hang from the
Where's our
rafters.
dog?
Oh, Miss
Where's
Ruby's
Rube?
Miss
sleeping.
Ruby's sleeping.
I'll put a picture or a video
Look
of
at Miss
Ruby
Ruby in
in
here.
The
here.
yarn dog.
She's the cutest.
I'm
Should
always
say.
so jealous of these little dogs because, as you know, I have a giant Old English sheepdog
Oh,
who is beautiful.
Huge.
And all
huge.
over my Instagram. And I'm always like, oh, Izzy's here. No one can see her because she's so big. She's under the table. I want to, like, one of these days, Chelsea and I are going to
We'll
be
do
like,
a two-man
Pick her up. I
lift.
want to see her.
oh,
Yeah.
it would hurt.
Yeah.
Her, not us. All right, enough of the dogs.
So, actually, I feel like that was a pretty good segue into our very last question. Do you want to talk about Steven and Steven a little bit? Because we know, I mean, we love them. We know you love them.
Can we start with this
Okay,
is
you can
how
ask
I
me
met
questions.
Karen. No,
Okay.
no, I'm not going to ask you any questions.
And then I can go into
But
it.
where we actually got to meet Karen was at Vogue Knitting Live.
VKL.
VK. Oh, thank you.
VKL. That was
I like that.
VKL.
Okay.
Anyway.
My very good friend
It doesn't-
growing up was deaf. I know sign language.
Yeah.
VKL. Okay,
Big
so
L.
that's where we met.
Yeah.
And you were sharing a booth
We had
with Stephen
4 booths.
B. 4 booths. It was,
4 booths.
and I talked about this. It wasn't a corner booth. It was an end booth. 3-side visibility. There's nothing better. Nothing better at a trade
Yes,
show.
there is. You want to know what's better at a trade show? pairing up with Stephen B.
Stephen B.
That's
You're right.
what's-
Not only
It's the icing
space,
on the cake.
but the pairing up. And my first impression of Stephen B was, I love him. He's just, can I tell you what I said to him, though? This is so funny. Chelsea was like, can we take a picture? And so he was so gracious, and he came over, and he was between the two of us. And I said, Stephen, we're going to make you famous. I don't think that happened.
Well, probably not.
I don't think that happened. But anyways, that's where we met. And I can't even imagine. You go from there.
Tell us.
Tell us.
Okay.
Tell us about those boys.
So the boys last year, they do their tours across the country, and it happened to be probably a year ago, October, November, right before Thanksgiving. Stephen B was in Amsterdam visiting Stephen West. I think he was there for a few weeks. Maybe they were getting ready for the tour. They did a winter tour. So first they were coming to Vogue Live, in January, and they were getting ready to shoot their reality show.
Which is so cool.
Right. And then they were going to do a winter tour, but like an East Coast winter tour coming out of Vogue Live. So meaning, come out of the city and go to Pennsylvania, and they were going to go that way down to Washington, D.C. So it just happened to be, I am up early every day at like 4:30. I go to Dunkin' Donuts at 4:45 because they are open at 4 a.m. by me.
Do they know you by name?
Yes.
Are they like, hi,
I
Karen?
do come back, and then I go on my computer, and all of a sudden something popped up because I do follow their tour, Stephen and Stephen Tour on Facebook, and it said, we still have openings or something for our tour in February, the winter tour.
Yeah.
So and it said contact, and I just went in at 4:30 and contacted, and not more than 2 minutes later, who answers me? Stephen B. In an email. But you have to remember he's in Amsterdam, which is 7 hours ahead, so it's probably noon or, and I was like, OMG, oh my God. It was Friday, my day off, and now I'm sitting on pins and needles. And he said, okay, what date would you like? February 1st or February 7th? And I went, I don't want February 1st. That's Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Thinking.
What is
always thinking.
Stephen B, the Super Bowl?
Well,
For
you're
me.
just thinking that yarn stores have sales on the first, Super Bowl sales.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, no, I need everybody's full attention here. There will not be a sale. And I'll take February 7th.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't have him for one day, he writes back. You can have us for 3 days. And I went, I'm there. Okay.
Just my arm.
Yeah, you
Ouch,
got it.
ouch.
I'm good. And now he goes, okay, I'll contact my office, the people, and I'll get back to you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting. Pins and needles all day.
Watching
Why
the
is there no
clock.
email? It's now 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I went, okay, that's enough time. It's been about 9 hours, 12. I'm going to email him back. Yeah, sure. Okay. 3 days are perfect. And I was like, oh my God. So
cool.
we put it out there. I wrote it on my website. We put it up there. We weren't releasing the classes till, I think, did I release them in November, December, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe December, right after Christmas. I was saying, oh, this is going to be for Christmas, but, I think it was right around Black Friday.
Okay.
Then I started to release it, and it went crazy. We sold out, so we had 2 workshops on Sunday.
Okay.
And then lunch, and then Sunday night we had Meet Them with Wine and Cheese.
Ugh.
So that was Sunday, and it was freezing here. It was like 15 degrees those whole week. Monday, and it was their full trunk show with the wine and cheese on Sunday night. And then we had the 2 workshops on Monday and Tuesday. So the store was closed to the public. You had to pay, you had to sign up. It sold out in a minutes.
Yeah.
The 3 days. And I don't have an online store. People were calling. Aileen can attest to that one. They were calling left and right. And you just had to call or come in, and that was it. And when we were sold out, we were sold out. And it was amazing. It was the most amazing 3 days of my life. They are the kindest, the sweetest 2 men. If you ever get to meet them, you just feel like you know them forever.
Yeah.
And that's how they are. Just sweet. Just Stephen,
so genuine.
yeah,
That's what I
genuine, and
found.
Stephen West is such a nice young man. His mother should be so proud of him.
I know.
He's just a very
And he's
manners
so
and
young.
so sweet.
Yeah,
And
brilliant.
Stephen B is fabulous. He
Yeah.
is my BFF.
Mm-hmm.
We're best friends.
and we're getting close.
Yeah. And we're just, he's just an amazing man, a great marketer, genuine person. When you see him, that's who he is.
Yeah.
He
Absolutely.
is sweet and just they're both very lovely men.
And beyond talented.
And talented.
Beyond.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I didn't know, Mom, I think you might have been saying this. I didn't realize that Stephen B had such a strong fashion background.
Yes.
And you can just
Design.
see it. He just exudes that energy.
Yeah.
It's just so
Design.
cool.
Well, and it's the
Designing.
amazing energy of no restrictions. Like,
No.
just do it. Like, that
So-
one interview I listened to, I think I talked about the last podcast. It's like, he made me think, like, I could design something. Like, just do it. Like,
We have
don't
their
get...
books over there. You could scroll them over.
Oh my
Yeah, you can grab the books
gosh.
over there. The
You
tour
guys-
books.
Have to come visit
Grab
this
the
store. It's
There's one there.
unbelievable.
That's the newest
Oh,
book. And then
cool.
the other book from the first tour should be there
Yes.
when they were here. Oh, keep going, Maggie. Is that it?
Maggie's now helping
Right
us.
there. Right there. This was,
Oh
we're
my
in this book.
gosh.
And we're in this book.
Look at this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all autographed from Stephen to
Look
me.
it.
You can get your autographed copy.
Autograph copy.
I
This is
feel
what the
like
front looks.
the
And
dancer
here.
part of
We're
him.
in this book. I don't know if you can.
Look at that.
We're in this tour
Oh, yeah, you can
book.
definitely see it.
Mm-hmm. We're
It's
listed.
so cool.
And these are autographed. So we have all the new books here.
So, do they sell these books?
Yes.
Oh,
Stephen sells them on his
Because
website.
they have patterns in them.
Mm-hmm. All the patterns. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And
Oh,
they're
Chelsea,
cool.
there's yours.
Oh, you made that?
No,
This-
No,
oh,
I'm in the middle of
She's
it.
doing-
The parachute.
Parachutey. Well, Romo's been seen to model it.
Yes.
So these are cool. These are all their newest designs on their flip tour that they're in California now.
How
So
cool
these
is
are-
this?
This
You know.
is so cool.
And they're autographed. from
They
me.
are. Look at. I think I showed
Yeah.
them just a minute ago, but look.
And there's Stevens if you turn it upside down. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Can't
in
even
such
stand it.
awe because as an artist, it is so difficult to make a living as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So difficult. And they are doing it and they're blowing it
Out of the water.
out of the water.
Mhm.
Impressed.
And then when we got together at TNA, Stephen and I, and my husband and his assistants and stuff, we were hanging out and we had dinner and it was just like really nice. And I kept saying, when are you coming back? How do I sign up? When are you coming back?
Come see.
Please put me on the list. And then when we were at the New York State Sheep and Wool Festival, because I do go for the weekend, and my store also has a bus. We have a bus from here.
We'll be there.
I want to
Yeah.
see it.
And we were having dinner one night on Friday night, and Stephen B. just called my cell phone.
Did your heart stop a little bit?
Well, first he emailed me and said, "Can you call me? Call me." And I went, "Okay,
Hold on. I'll
hold
think
on.
about it.
I have to get out of the restaurant and go into the street in Rhinebeck." And okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Here's the deal. Would you like to share booths at Vogue Live with me?"
No,
And
not really.
I said-
kind of busy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I said, "You can't twist my arm. I'm there. What do I need to do?"
Yeah.
And then that was it.
was
So we just had 4 booths. Stephen usually has 4 booths. Last year it was Stephen West with him. And then his whole entourage was sending stuff to my home. So the whole setup was tables and everything were sent to my house. If you got to meet me at Vogue, you would have seen the whole setup. But it was the most amazing time.
I have pictures, so I'll insert them here.
And he was staying at my house. We had a great time. Stephen stayed at my house. We were knitting. My husband came out of the bathroom. Stephen and I are watching Housewives and knitting, sitting on the couch. And yes, and he did ask me back. So I will be back with him next year
And we
at
will be
Vogue
there.
Live.
Ooh,
So
so exciting.
it's very exciting.
And
Very
I did
exciting.
share this when we came back from Vogue Knitting Live, is to be in your booth was an experience.
You never wanted to leave.
You didn't.
You really didn't.
You didn't. It was an and it was a wonderful, wonderful venue. We really enjoyed it. We saw lots of great people, but your booth
Thank
was
you.
an experience.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I said that when we first came back. It was like we went to the first floor and we were like, yeah, let's just check it out a little bit. We flew through that first floor like, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I think Steven's upstairs. Let's go look. And then you were there, so it was like a double whammy. It was, you guys were the highlight, in my opinion.
You were.
The highlight of the show.
That's what I heard. I didn't really
You
get to leave the
You
booth.
can toot your own horn because you most certainly were.
Well, and everybody that worked in the booth, like you did split the booth, but it didn't seem to be at all difficult.
No, we were trying to keep it, easy checkout too, you know, with the iPads and stuff. We were trying to keep it, simple. There were things, because a lot of people with their, when you went to 2 different iPads to pay, that's sometimes like the credit card company jumped on there. Like they stop people's cards, their own credit card company, because you just swiped here and you just swiped there. How could that be? But, they called and they straightened out. And this is, you have to meet Sue.
Sue's coming in.
Sue's coming in.
Oh, hey, Sue.
Keep your hat on.
Keep your hat on, Sue.
Is that the checks?
Yes. Oh, we got.
Oh,
we got
Sue needs a pom pom.
Sue needs a pom pom.
We have a pom pom or two.
We're podcasting.
Yeah, we're filming.
Come, Sue.
Come, Sue.
If you want to be on.
Yeah.
You can come. We want you all to
Yeah.
join.
Sue makes
Sue.
these fabulous hats. Come, Sue.
That is
Sue.
gorgeous. What kind of yarn? Come on, Sue.
Come on, Sue.
Being
She's not
shy.
sure.
Squeeze in.
Here's Sue.
This is Sue with her
Sue
Yes
one.
Checks hat.
Yes.
She makes fabulous hats, and there always has to be a fur pom-pom on it.
Look, that's
So, and this is with Hedgehog, and this is Sue.
But I'm taking the pink one.
Oh, she wants
She's like, no,
What's
no.
the pink
Oh,
one?
there's more. Look.
The purple.
She knew.
Purple.
Love it.
Oh, I like that.
This is
Two
a hop
Sue's,
and
one
shop.
screen.
It looks like we're the only ones here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6
We're
other
all hiding.
people.
They're
here.
all hiding.
Yeah.
They
We're
could
gonna
come
make-
back and say hi.
They're going to do a parade through at the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that would be. We could do a conga line.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you could. Chelsea's in charge of that, not me.
We could do it.
I think we can knit while we walk.
You can. So, oh my gosh. Well, and what I'm hearing over and over, Karen, is you have had so many wonderful opportunities and you don't hesitate for 1 minute. You jump on it.
Mhm.
I don't even hear you thinking. I don't
That's
think I
perfect.
would either. Again, Chelsea and I were talking about this on the way down, like our personality types. And it's funny. Obviously, you are a
Doer.
jump on it.
You're a doer.
And it is so beneficial.
And you
because-
got to see, you know what? If it doesn't work, we'll go on to something else. It's
Right.
just next,
Right.
next, 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 next.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So cool.
Right.
So
Mhm.
impressed. So
I love
impressed.
it. So I'm thinking, do you want to show your penguono?
Yes.
Yes.
And then we'll call it.
Okay.
Call it.
Yeah.
Here,
I
let me
think
hand
it's
it
like,
to you.
yeah. Mhm.
Her assistant's busy assisting someone else at the moment. This is the Stephen West Penguona,
Here, I need to get your
and
here.
I need to make it.
Oh, what? Oh, is it?
Karen, just get her another one, and then I'll send it out.
A few business things happening.
A few business things. It's okay.
It's okay.
I just want to move this. I don't want to spill this on my knitting.
Oh, never.
Oh, and chocolate from my French friend.
Because who doesn't like chocolate?
Julie Asseline. We got some new yarn from Julie Asseline from Canada. We have some new yarn in today.
And we all know how
And
we
did
feel
she
about
send you
Canadians.
chocolate?
And she
I
sent
want
me
to be
French chocolate.
And let's talk about it. Okay, this is the perfect.
Yeah.
Eric of
Sticks and
Sticks
Twine
and Twine
podcast.
made Chelsea and myself honorary Canadians.
Canadians. We want to be Canadians.
Wow!
I know.
We want to be honorary every country in the world.
Yep.
Right?
We want to be honorary citizens of the world.
Of the world. That's our hashtag.
It's our
Me
goal.
too.
Want to
Make
do
them
it?
Jersey.
Okay, can I
Let's
do it? All right,
Yes,
let's do
yes.
it.
Opportunities.
Opportunity. All right.
Susan,
Them
you missed the high
Jersey
five.
girls.
Yep.
We've been made Jersey girls.
Honorary Jersey girls.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my
We are
gosh.
going to be.
I'm not a
Thank
Jersey
you.
girl. I'm a New York girl,
She's
but
a
I'm
New
just
Yorker.
putting that in there.
You too, but we're Jersey girls.
Right? But we're in Jersey.
We're
right
in
now.
Jersey, so
We're in
we're going to go
Jersey.
with it.
So
We're gonna go
our
with it.
goal is to become honorary citizens of the world. So
Yep.
all of our worldly friends need to do that for us.
We're going to do it.
Hashtag and then all the flags.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Interruption.
Oh, no. So, did you
So
want-
Karen's going to show off her knitting, and then we'll wrap it up because business is hopping over here.
Okay, so
Look at this.
Wait, I think it's this one. Sorry, guys.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on.
Penguano. All in hedgehog. Mohair and DK and skinny singles, and I guess I'm one of the biggest stores in the. I guess I'm not tooting my own horn.
You
She
can do
might
your
be.
own.
But I'm
It's
going to toot
okay.
my own
Toot
horn
your
with
own horn.
hedgehog in the United States.
Yeah.
I have a major hedgehog addiction,
No.
Who doesn't?
and I have a lot more coming in. We have her mini skeins that are coming in. They're on order. All her mohair is coming
so mad
in.
they're not here.
We have more DK coming in, and what else do we have in? I don't know. We have
at the
some more
mohair.
stuff.
Look
the
at the
mohairs
stinking
are
mohair.
gorgeous, and the skinny singles. Wait, I can show
Hold
you.
on.
Oh, well, not.
Hold on. She'll be right back. Her assistant's very busy.
Pause for a minute.
Pause.
So, and she was saying she's doubling and sometimes tripling the skinny singles to create the DK weight, which is very interesting. It's so creative and beautiful.
She didn't email or anything. Is it in the phone?
Yes.
Did you see it? Shine Hawk. Okay, so these are the skinny sock, not the skinny sock. These are the mini sock skeins that are coming.
I want them both.
So these are just mine, but these are coming. They're on order. They should be coming out maybe by next week, and they're almost 100 yards, and they're the sock yarn.
Look at them.
Look at it for Franken
Franken-socks.
Look. This is really
These are skinny singles.
Can't even stand this.
These are what the doodler's made out of, and that's when Steven announced that he was making this shawl. And at that time, I didn't know he was making it, and I already had my order in the queue from Hedgehog because it was a brand new yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I was probably one of the only stores between me and Steven being in Amsterdam and me being here. I had over 200 skeins of that yarn, and we were ready for the doodler. I do not have an online store, but I will ship if you call or email me. And you have to pay for shipping, but I only ship United States. I do not get involved with the VATs and all that other, triplicate paperwork or anything, but we do ship from the store. And I was taking a lot of pictures for people and messaging them because they wanted me to pick colors for their doodler.
Yeah.
nice.
So,
You can come up there.
yeah. And then, this is their new Worcester. This is their Worcester. And this is their DK.
I want to be locked in this store.
Me
This is
too.
Worcester,
Like,
240
let's get
yard single ply. We just got in. And then this is one of the colors that was done for Vogue Live for me. I had special colors. I think
I have
you
it.
ladies
We
have
both got
them.
one.
We
Yeah.
have it.
These were, they're called potlucks, but they were dyed for me for Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
And just like this is a potluck.
That is gorgeous.
This one is gorgeous. This is a potluck. Look. This is gorgeous.
That is really pretty.
Mhm.
I love the orange.
Orange
So
is
they were
my
just
new
dyed
love.
for me.
Yeah, orange is my new love.
Yes. And Hedgehog is, her stuff is just beautiful.
All hail Hedgehog, in my opinion.
Hedgehog.
We are not worthy. So,
Gorgeous.
I love
Gorgeous.
it. All right, y'all.
Wonderful. All right, store's getting super busy.
Yes, we have a class
How lucky
going
are
on,
you?
and
Oh
we
my
have
gosh.
customers here,
And we need to shop.
and they need to
Need
shop.
to shop.
So,
This has been such a thrill. When you contacted Chelsea saying you wanted to be on the podcast, I was like,
we were.
Would you come? Will you come here?
no. You were
Thrill.
like, we could do it over the phone. I'm like,
We're
oh
like, no, no, no.
Uh-huh.
We're coming to you.
We're coming to you.
But
We're
I
the
think
traveling
these ladies
podcast.
are great. So if you ever get a chance to meet them, they're really sweet,
travel.
and they're
travel.
fun.
We
They're
travel.
fun.
Yeah.
They travel.
We
so you guys have
travel.
to have them in your shop.
I mean, we'll go anywhere.
We'll
They'll
go
go.
anywhere.
We'll do it. So,
So many plans.
thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. We
And
appreciate
Yes,
it.
and let's have you ladies must walk behind us.
Yeah, come over and say
we
hi.
had a little.
Come introduce yourselves.
little
Dolores, don't you sit there. You
audience.
come too.
Somebody else.
Lee and Aileen is still on.
This is
Rose.
This is Rose.
I made this in Hedgehog.
She made that in Hedgehog. That's her own design. That's Karen.
Karen.
She knows exactly what you want to make. She posts
This
it
is
every
Dolores.
day.
This is Maggie.
And there's Maggie.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's so
Guys.
fun.
Yeah.
Knitters make the best friends.
Yeah.
Am
They
I
do.
right?
Have the best
Am I
friends.
right?
I'm your best people. Yeah.
I know it's funny. We walked in and I felt completely at home immediately. Just like, oh, we're here.
Just here, just hang out, knit, take out your knitting. Have
You
fun.
guys, if you are, come here. Come here.
We
don't need
traveled
lunch.
a little.
Do you want an emergency snack?
Emergency snack.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
We've had people come from
emergency.
all over.
Would anybody else like an emergency
Like,
snack?
We need lunch.
Nova Scotia
Yes.
was last week.
Emergency
Yes,
snack.
Nova Scotia.
But thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Or a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
We're
gonna-
done.
We're done.
We're
Yeah,
done.
it's fine.
All right, guys.
I'm good, thank you.
We will be back next week.
Next week.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
as
you
usual.
guys.
Thank you for being so many followers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Great. Thank you for coming.
So much fun, you guys.